What if I told you that right now, someone powerful is watching you from the shadows, completely mesmerized by an energy around you that they can't even fully understand? What if the reason people have been acting so strange around you lately is because they're finally seeing what's been hidden in plain sight all along? Stay with me because what I'm about to reveal about your connection to the divine and this secret admirer might just change everything you thought you knew about yourself. Hey, beautiful soul. My name is Daisy. Welcome back to Mystical Tarot Talks. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel and like this video. If you're already subscribed, welcome back. Before we dive in, I want to remind you to only take what resonates with you. Not everything in this reading will apply to everyone, so just take the messages that feel right in your heart and leave the rest. Let's get ahead and start today's reading. Okay, so the first thing I'm picking up on here is absolutely mind-blowing. People around you literally cannot wrap their heads around the fact that you are divinely protected and deeply connected to God. Like, this is not something small. This is something that shakes people to their core when they're around you. You know how sometimes you see those posts online about chosen ones or people who have this special connection to the divine? Well, most people have never actually encountered someone like that in real life. They've seen the quotes, they've watched the videos, they've read the stories, but they've never stood in front of a living, breathing person who carries that energy until they met you. You are literally living proof that this divine connection is real, and it absolutely terrifies some people while it fascinates others. The energy coming through here is telling me that you're not just favored by God, you're also on the radar of darker forces, which I know sounds intense, but stay with me. This means there's been like this spiritual war happening around you, possibly even in past lifetimes. It's like both the light and the dark have been fighting for your soul because they recognize how powerful and significant you are. This is some seriously biblical energy we're talking about here. I'm getting that you have this incredible balance of light and dark energies within you. It's like a yin and yang situation where you can tap into both sides depending on what you need in any given moment. Some days you embody more of that gentle, healing, compassionate energy, and other days you tap into your fiercer, more protective warrior side. And honestly, that's what makes you so incredibly powerful. You're not one-dimensional. You can move between these energies fluidly, and that confuses people because they can't figure you out or put you in a box. There's something very prophetic about you too. You might have dreams that come true, or you might just know things about people without them telling you. You can read between the lines and see through deception like it's made of glass. This ability to see the truth in people and situations is something that either heals people or triggers them. When you're around people who are genuine and need guidance, your presence is like a healing balm. You listen to them, you give them wisdom, you help them see things from a perspective they never considered before. But when you're around people who are hiding something or operating from a place of deception, your very presence brings their demons to the surface. They get uncomfortable, defensive, or they try to avoid you altogether because they know on some level that you can see right through their masks. Now let's talk about this crush situation because wow, the energy here is intense. There is someone around you right now or coming into your life very soon who is absolutely mesmerized by you. Like everything about you drives this person crazy in the best way possible. They watch you when you're not looking. They think about you constantly. They replay conversations with you in their mind. They fantasize about what it would be like to be with you. And here's the thing, they're really good at hiding how they feel on the surface, but internally they're a mess over you. This person has this mysterious quality to them and they're watching you in secret. When they look at you, when they think about you, it shows on their face even though they're trying to hide it. I'm getting that this person has a pretty intense mind, okay? Like they think about scenarios with you that are definitely not innocent. They have a very passionate nature, and when their mind wanders to thoughts of you, it goes to some pretty heated places. What's drawing them to you so powerfully is your mysterious vibe. You have this presence about you that's unlike anyone else they've ever encountered. The way you move through life, the way you handle situations, the authenticity you bring to every interaction, it's all so refreshing and rare to them. They've never met anyone like you, and they're smart enough to recognize that they probably never will again. You're not what people expect when they first meet you, and that's part of your magic. See, you might walk into a room and initially seem pretty average or understated. You don't necessarily announce your presence with loud energy or flashy behavior, but the longer people are around you, the more they start to realize there's something incredibly special happening beneath the surface. It's like you have layers upon layers, and as people peel them back, they discover more intelligence, more depth, more spiritual awareness, more strength than they ever imagined was there. You're like a wolf in sheep's clothing, but not in a deceptive way. More like you have this gentle exterior that hides an absolutely lethal amount of power, wisdom, and capability. This crush of yours can sense all of this about you. They recognize that you're highly intelligent, deeply creative, and spiritually connected in a way that most people just aren't. If this person has their own business, particularly something in architecture, construction, engineering, or some kind of trade work, that's a strong sign this message is for you. But even if their career is different, the key thing is that they're likely someone who's self-made, who's built something for themselves through their own effort and vision. They're a leader in what they do. They might mentor others or manage people. They have authority and respect in their field. And here's what's beautiful. They look at you and see someone who's just as capable and powerful as they are, if not more so in different ways. They see your creativity, your ability to create something out of nothing, your spiritual gifts, and they're in awe. They feel drawn to you like a magnet. The way you move, your authenticity, the energy you carry, it all pulls them in deeper and deeper. Okay, so let's talk about your journey because this is important context for understanding why you are the way you are. You have been through absolute hell, and I don't say that lightly. The challenges you faced, the pain you've endured, the obstacles you've overcome, most people would have crumbled under that weight. Most people wouldn't have survived what you've been through, let alone come out stronger on the other side. But you did. You're the definition of an underdog who rose up and proved everyone wrong. There were so many people who underestimated you. They looked at you and saw someone weak, someone soft, someone they could walk all over or dismiss. They laughed at your dreams. They doubted your potential. They gave you the evil eye and hoped for your downfall. But guess what? They're not laughing anymore. When they look at you now, they have to confront the fact that you made it. You became someone. You stepped into your power in a way that makes their past judgment of you look absolutely foolish. A lot of these people are bitter now. They're pretending not to notice you or pretending your success doesn't bother them, but inside they're seething because you're living proof that they were wrong about you. The truth is coming out about the lies people told about you too. The narratives people tried to create about who you are, they're falling apart and people are starting to see the real you. Here's something else that's absolutely fascinating. When I tuned into your energy, I got this vision of you walking into a room and appearing like a giant compared to everyone else. Not physically necessarily, though some of you might actually be tall, but energetically, you take up so much more space than the average person. Your presence is huge. Your energy is powerful. You have this strength and endurance that's honestly abnormal compared to most people. It's like you're 7 feet tall energetically while everyone else is regular height, and people can feel that difference even if they can't articulate it. This vision is giving me strong indications that you might be connected to ancient bloodlines. I'm talking about possibly Nephilim lineage or other biblically significant ancestries. The Nephilim were these giant beings mentioned in ancient texts who were known for their strength and power, and there's something about your energy that echoes that ancient powerful lineage. Whether you were connected to a Nephilim in a past life, whether you have that blood running through your veins in this lifetime, or whether you actually were one of these beings in a previous incarnation, there's definitely something there. You have this old soul quality, like you've been here before and you carry wisdom from those past experiences. This could also explain why your energy is so incredibly strong compared to others. It could explain why you have this resilience that borders on superhuman. It could explain why you feel different, why you've never quite fit in anywhere, why you've always felt like you were meant for something bigger. You're not just a regular person living a regular life. You carry something ancient and powerful within you, and people can sense it even if they don't understand what they're sensing. Now, the spiritual protection around you is absolutely incredible. The entities that are working on your behalf, the angels and guides that surround you, these are not low-level spirits. These are high-ranking, powerful beings. I'm talking about the kind of spiritual warriors that don't just work with anyone. They're selective about who they guard and guide because they recognize that their energy is needed for people who have important missions in this lifetime. And you, my friend, are one of those people. These entities know you deeply. They know your soul. They know what you've been through. They know what you're capable of, and they know what you're meant to do in this lifetime. They've been with you through all of the spiritual warfare you've experienced. They've protected you from attacks you weren't even aware of. They've cleared paths for you and removed obstacles. They've served karma to your enemies in ways you might not have even noticed. These spirits are not to be messed with, and people who try to harm you or work against you are going to find that out the hard way if they haven't already. The fact that you have this level of spiritual protection is rare. Most people go through life with maybe some past loved ones watching over them or a basic guardian angel, but you have an elite team of divine warriors in your corner. That's not normal. That's not common. That's a sign of how significant you are and how important your mission is in this lifetime. You also have this incredible ability to manifest what you want through frequency and sound. Music is significant for you. The songs you listen to, the frequencies you surround yourself with, they have the power to shift your reality and attract things into your life. You might not have realized how powerful this ability is, but pay attention to the music and sounds you're drawn to because they're helping you create your reality. Okay, so back to this person who's crushing on you. They are absolutely hooked on you. Like, they know how rare you are. They've recognized that finding someone like you again would require divine intervention because you're genuinely one of a kind. They see you as someone who has both intelligence and beauty, and that combination is lethal to them in the best way. You're not just a pretty face and you're not just a brilliant mind. You're both, and that makes you incredibly attractive and valuable to them. This person gets jealous when they see other people around you because they can see what they see. They can tell that others are attracted to you, others want your attention, others are trying to get close to you, and it drives them a little crazy. They want to be the one who gets to claim you, to be with you, to call you theirs. But right now, they're holding back, they're observing, they're waiting for what they think is the right moment to make their move. Why are they waiting? Because honestly, they're a little intimidated by you. Your presence is powerful. Your energy is strong. You come across as someone who has their life together, someone who knows their worth, someone who won't settle for less than they deserve. And while they find all of that incredibly attractive, it also makes them nervous about approaching you. They fear rejection from you more than they'd fear it from anyone else because you actually matter to them. This person is likely very successful in their own right. They could be a millionaire or very financially well off. They've built something for themselves. They might own their own business. They might be high up in a company. They might have significant social status in their field. For some of you, this person could have a background in the military, which would explain some of their disciplined and strategic approach to life and relationships. They're not the type to rush into things without thinking them through. They're also someone who takes care of their appearance and presentation. They might wear suits or professional clothing regularly. They carry themselves with confidence and authority. They could be tall and well built. Some of you might notice they have tattoos. They have a dominant personality, but in a way that's protective and providing rather than controlling. They're an alpha type who wants to lead and take care of their partner. And let me tell you, this person has some very specific interests when it comes to intimacy. They're passionate, they're intense, and they have fantasies about you that are definitely adults only. They think about what it would be like to be with you physically, and those thoughts are not vanilla, okay? This is someone who has a high drive and specific preferences in the bedroom. They're a bit of a freak in the best way, and when you two finally come together, the chemistry is going to be absolutely explosive. Like you're not prepared for their intensity level. They're going to worship your body. They're going to want to discover every inch of you, and they're going to make you feel amazing. But it's not just physical attraction for them. They're emotionally invested in you already. They want to know your deeper thoughts, your dreams, your fears, your past, everything. They want to understand you on a soul level. They feel like nobody else makes them feel the way you do. When they're around you or even just thinking about you, they feel like they're on cloud nine. You elevate their mood and their energy just by existing. They want to spoil you. They want to give you gifts, take you places, treat you like royalty. They see you as someone who deserves to be pampered and taken care of. They want you to do wife things for them, which is interesting phrasing, but basically they're already thinking about you in terms of a life partner. They want to come home to you. They want to build a life with you. They want you to be the person they share everything with. This is someone who, when they commit fully. They want to spend the rest of their life with you, and they're serious about that. This is definitely a soulmate connection. You two have met before in past lifetimes. There's a familiarity between you that goes beyond this current incarnation. Your souls recognize each other, and that's part of why the pull is so strong. This isn't just a random attraction or a passing crush. This is fated, this is destined, this is the universe bringing two people together who are meant to be together. They're going to pursue you sooner than you think. Right now, they're in observation mode, gathering courage, waiting for signs that you might be interested too, but they won't wait forever. The attraction is too strong, the connection is too significant, and they're going to reach out. When they do, be open to it because this could be the relationship you've been waiting for. This person is going to introduce you to a lifestyle of abundance and luxury, whether it's through their success, your own success, or the combination of both. You're headed toward a very comfortable and indulgent life financially. You're going to be able to enjoy the finer things. You're going to have experiences and opportunities that felt out of reach before. This is part of your destiny. You've been through so much struggle and hardship that the universe is now balancing that out with ease and abundance. Your career or your purpose work is also taking off or about to take off in a major way. You have exceptional abilities and talents that are going to be recognized and rewarded. People are going to start seeing you as the powerhouse you actually are. If you've been working on something behind the scenes, building something, developing a skill, creating something, it's about to pay off in ways that might surprise you. There are also exes or past connections who are watching your glow up and low-key missing you. They're seeing what you've become, how you've evolved, how you've stepped into your power, and they're realizing what they lost. But don't look back. Those connections are in the past for a reason. The universe has someone so much better aligned for you coming in. This year, 2026, has been and continues to be your year of showing people who they were messing with. You've had a major glow up spiritually, possibly financially, physically, in your confidence, in your presence, in every area that matters. You're rising from the ashes like a phoenix, and people are taking notice. The black sheep is becoming the golden child. The underdog is becoming the champion. The person everyone dismiss is becoming the person everyone wants to know. Your calling in this lifetime is significant. You're meant to inspire people. You're meant to give hope to those who are struggling. You went through hell and came out the other side with wisdom, strength, and compassion, and now you're meant to share that journey with others to help light their path. You're meant to push humanity forward in some way, whether that's through healing work, creative expression, teaching, leading, or simply being an example of what's possible when you refuse to give up. Your spiritual team is trying to get your attention too. Pay attention to signs, synchronicities, dreams, and messages from nature. You're highly connected to the spiritual realms, and guidance is constantly flowing to you. You have destiny helpers working behind the scenes to support your mission and your path. Trust your intuition. Trust the downloads you receive. Trust the knowing that comes from deep within you because it's being guided by forces that have your highest good in mind. This crush sees all of this in you, by the way. They recognize your spiritual depth. They can sense that you're connected to something bigger than yourself. They see you as exotic, as different, as rare. Your features, your energy, your personality, everything about you registers as unique and special to them. They've never encountered anyone like you before, and they're not going to let you slip away if they can help it. They're currently stalking your social media. They're looking at your posts, your photos, trying to learn more about you, trying to get glimpses into your life. They're gathering information, building up the courage, planning their approach. And when they finally do make their move, it's going to be clear and direct because this is not someone who plays games. They know what they want, and what they want is you. You mean everything to this person. They brag about you to their friends, even though they're not officially with you yet. They talk about you, they mention you, they bring you up in conversations because you're on their mind constantly. They know that if they lose you or if someone else gets to you first, they'd have to pray to find another person like you because you're genuinely that rare. And honestly, you know your worth. You know you're a catch. You don't go around bragging about it because that's not your style, but you're aware that you bring something special to the table. You carry yourself with quiet confidence. You don't need external validation to know you're valuable, and that self-assurance is part of what makes you so magnetic. People fear or don't want to admit that God's presence is around you. This is real. There are people in your life who can sense the divine protection and connection you have, but they don't want to acknowledge it out loud because it challenges their worldview or makes them uncomfortable. They can feel that there's something different about you, something they can't quite explain, and rather than embrace that truth, they try to ignore it or downplay it. But the truth always comes to light. The lies that were told about you are being exposed. The people who tried to dim your light are being shown that they failed. The ones who tried to hold you back are watching you soar. And there's a beautiful justice in that, isn't there? You didn't have to force it or fight for it. The universe itself is clearing your name and elevating you to where you belong. You have dangerous spirits working on your behalf to serve karma to your enemies. I want to be clear about this because it's important. You don't need to wish harm on anyone or seek revenge on anyone who wronged you. Your spiritual team is handling that for you. People who tried to hurt you, who sent negativity your way, who worked against you, they're receiving the consequences of their actions through divine justice. Your hands are clean. You just keep focusing on your path, your growth, your purpose, and let the universe handle the rest. This reading is confirmation that you're on the right path. Everything you've been through, everything you've survived, everything you've overcome, it was all preparing you for this next chapter. You're entering a phase of love, abundance, recognition, and fulfillment. The struggles are not over completely because growth is an ongoing process, but the hardest battles are behind you. You've proven yourself, you've earned your place, you've stepped into your power. So if you're watching this, know that you're not average, you're not ordinary, you carry something special within you, whether that's ancient bloodline connections, spiritual gifts, divine protection, creative genius, or all of the above. You're meant for more than a small life. You're meant for impact, for significance, for a love that honors who you truly are. This person coming toward you sees all of that. They're ready to match your energy, to build with you, to create a life that reflects both of your powers combined. They're ready to commit, to provide, to protect, to cherish you the way you deserve. And you're ready to, even if you don't fully realize it yet. You've done the inner work, you've healed what needed healing, you've released what needed releasing. You're in a place now where you can receive the blessings that have been waiting for you. The universe is orchestrating something beautiful in your life right now. Trust the timing, trust the process, trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your patience is about to be rewarded. Your faith is about to be validated. Your hope is about to manifest into reality. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful soul. I hope this reading resonated with you and gave you the confirmation or guidance you needed today. Remember, only take what feels right in your heart and leave the rest. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and subscribe to Mystical Tarot Talks for more content like this. Drop a comment below and let me know what resonated most with you. I love hearing from you all. Until next time, sending you so much love and light on your journey.